Welcome to Sana Animam Fitness. I'm Diane, and I'm going to guide you on a journey to happiness through better health and fitness. Join me for today's workout, and let's get started. For today's workout, all you're going to need is a mat, unless you're doing it on a carpeted surface, and then you'll be fine, and your water bottle. Today is totally body weight, no dumbbells or anything like that are needed. So grab those things and meet me back here. Welcome back. Today's workout is a two-part workout. The first part is more of a warm-up. We've been doing shorter warm-ups in the past. Today's is going to be longer and actually part of the workout. There's going to be a 2-minute rest in between the two pieces, and you can extend that if you need to. I don't recommend shortening it because you'll need that rest to build up enough stamina and energy to complete the second part. So let's get started. The first movement is going to be a windmill. So we're going to put our arms out and we're going to bring our hand down to our opposite knee like this, back and forth. You're getting a little bit of twist in that waistline area. If you notice, I happen to be working barefoot today. That's totally an option. I find that when I'm doing balance work, it's better barefoot, especially since a lot of the new athletic shoes have a lot of foam and rockiness in them, which works in the opposite of balance. Now we're going to switch our movement. Hands on your hips to start with, feet kind of separated. We're going to bring our leg back as if we're kicking our pockets. Some people call these butt kicks. If you notice, I'm dipping a little bit. You don't need to do that. If you have sore knees this morning, you can just take the dip out. We're going from leg to leg. Awesome. We're going to bring that down now. We're going to go into a reverse lunge. Again, hands on your hips. You're going to step back and step up. Step back and step up. Our front knee on our front leg is never going over our toes. You can get a little lower, get a little lower. All right. Now, we're going to come down into a plank on the floor. Your wrist should be under your shoulders. And we're going to rock up and touch our opposite toe. This is called a toe tap. Then we're going to come on down, getting on our back into a bridge. So our feet are a little wider than hip distance, hands are on the ground. We're going to come up, squeeze our glutes, and down. All these movements in this section are meant to be done slowly. So we're not trying to see how many times we can go up and down in our 30 seconds here. We're really engaging these muscles, we're priming them, we're waking them up. These are all the muscles that tend to go to sleep when we sit too much. If we wake them up, we have less discomfort in our lower back and our hips. 2 more reps here. And come down. We're going to stay on the ground, but we're going to flip back over. Back up on our hands. We're going to do mountain climbers. We're going to do step-up mountain climbers, not the joggy kind. Really getting that stretch in our hip area. If you can't bring your feet up as high as I am, just bring them up as high as you can. Then we're going to come on back down. We're still on the ground, so don't get up yet. We're going to flip back over to our backs for some dead bug. Dead bug is an awesome core exercise where you can strengthen everything in your midsection without doing sit-ups. So notice that my knees are above my hips, hands are above my shoulders. I'm going to start my opposite hand and opposite leg are going to the ground. Great job. Now we're going to come up out of this, swivel around, get our feet under us, stand up. One more round. Remember, we started with the windmill. Make sure you've got enough room away from chairs and walls and all kinds of things like that. You always want to make sure that your work area is safe. You don't want to be falling over anything, especially if you have pets. So we're going into the windmill. If this doesn't seem challenging for you, alteration, you can put your hands behind your head and bring your elbow to your knee. Or just going back to the arms out, legs up type of windmill. Your choice. It's your workout. Make it your own. Okay, come on down. Next one, butt kicks or pocket kicks. We're getting that little dip here. Remember, dip, slide, dip, slide. Again, if you have sore knees or bad knees, don't do the dip. Just go to the regular kick. Right into the reverse lunge. Here we go. Stepping back, however deep you can go today. If you can get it down deeper, just make sure that your front knee doesn't go over your toes. If you can't go quite so deep, keep it shallow. You can put your hands on your hips, out in front of you. If you need a little more stability, you could hold on to the back of a chair. All these are perfectly fine modifications. The important thing is to move. All right, now we're going to go down into our plank toe tap. So we're getting in that plank position. Rock back, touch your opposite toe with your opposite hand. Come on down to the ground. We're going to flip over for our bridge. Flat on your back. Feet slightly outside of your shoulder width. And up. Remember, this is slow. We're squeezing our glutes together, working those butt muscles. That's what brings us up into that bridge. About 5 more here. Last one. Now we're going to staying on the ground. We're flipping over again to our mountain climbers. Here we go. Remember, if you can't go quite so high with your legs, just go as high as you can. Flip on down. We're going to turn over to our dead bugs, and this will be our last movement in this section. So on our backs, knees above our hips, wrists above our shoulders. Opposite hand, opposite foot goes down. You should look up to the ceiling. I'm kind of looking at the camera, looking at you. And we're going down till we almost but not quite touch, keeping a little tension in that midsection. And 2 more reps. And we are done with part 1. Awesome job. Now we have a 2-minute rest. Then we'll go into part 2. So enjoy the interlude music. See you in 2 minutes. All right, 2-minute rest time is up. Here we go into part 2. We're going to start out with squats. So get your feet squat distance apart. Remember, your hips go back first. And you're going to come down. You can put your hands on your hips. You can put your hands together here, which I like to do. We want to make sure that Our torso is not pitching forward. We want to stay upright in these squats. And for these movements, we're going to do 2 rounds and 30 seconds each movement. So we're winding down to our squats. We're going to go into jacks. Traditional jumping jacks are like this. If you're not able to jump, you're going to do step jacks. But if you can do the traditional jumping jacks, do so. Gives you a little more cardio. We're all about building our health. Three, 2, 1. Now we're going to go into a wall sit. Find yourself a nice wall. My shoulders, my hips are against the wall. My feet are out in squat position. And I'm going to slide down, find a comfortable spot. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. The deeper you can go, the better. But if it's putting too much pressure on your legs, come up. You'll find as you do this, it'll get easier. 3, 2, 1. Come on up out of that. Now we're going to do a side lunge. So standing, we're going to bring our right leg out. We're going to keep our left knee straight. Bend our right knee to the side. Hinging our hips backwards and up. Other side. Side and up. If this is bothering your knee, it's most likely because you're going forward. Hinge your hips back first, just like a squat. You should feel that stretch on the inside of your leg. Three, 2, 1. We're going to come on down on the floor now for some knee tucks. I'm going to be up on my elbows. If you can't be on your elbows, you can lay completely down. And I'm going to bring my legs up and out. Up and out. This is forcing you to work those tummy muscles. If you need more of a modification, you can lay completely down. Again, I'm looking at the camera. You should look straight up. We don't want to put any undue tension on our neck. And the lower you go to the ground, the harder it is. So if you want to challenge a little bit, do that. Okay, we're going to come on up to a sitting position for some Russian twists. Putting our heels on the floor. We're going to clasp our hands together and we're going to twist to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. The further back you lean, the more difficult this is. So starting out, start up here. Then as it becomes easier and easier, you're going to come down. Again, this doesn't have to be super fast. In fact, it shouldn't be. 3, 2, 1. Okay, still on the ground. We're going to flip over onto our hands and knees for some bird dog. My knees are underneath my hips. My wrists are underneath my shoulders. I'm going out with opposite hand, opposite leg. Again, you should be looking straight ahead. 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to come back up. Second round. Here we go with our air squats. Remember, hips back first. Good job. Keep it going. I can see you there. You want to stop, but don't stop. Slow down if you need to. If you feel like you're going too fast. We're going to move out into jacks now. Remember, step jack is our modification. Jumping jacks if you can. Don't forget to breathe. Noticed a lot of people tend to hold their breath when they're doing an exercise. Make sure you're getting that old inhale and exhale as you do this. Come on down for our wall sit. Find that wall. Shoulders and hips against the wall. Feet out in front. Come down as low as you comfortably can. 30-second hold here. You can do whatever you want to with your hands, doesn't matter. Hum a little tune to yourself. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come up out of our wall sit, right into our lateral lunge or side lunge. Step out. Hips go back first. Left leg straight, right leg bent. Switch. We're keeping our back flat though, even though our hips are pushed back. Make sure you're breathing. Should be nice and toasty warm right about now. In 3, 2, 1. Down onto the floor for our knee tucks. Again, if you're advanced with this, you can be on your elbows doing these knee tucks. If you're just beginning, you can lay on the floor. Remember, we're tightening this whole tummy area, but don't hold your breath. In 3, 2, 1, we're going to come up to sitting for our Russian twists. Heels on the ground, clasp your hands, side to side. Leaning back makes it more challenging. Not challenging enough? You can lift your legs completely off the ground. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. We're going to flip over for our last exercise, our last set of bird dog. So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Here we go. Opposite hand, opposite foot. In 3, 2, 1, and done. Come on up. Awesome workout. Your 2-part workout, extending what we've been working on for the last month, really getting into the nitty-gritty of it now. So keep it going. If you need to take a little bit longer break than the 2 minutes, hit pause on your recorder and you can take a little bit longer. You'll be able to judge. Remember, this is your workout. Make it your own. Give me feedback if you have questions, let me know. Make sure that you check out my other videos and also my Facebook page and Instagram pages. Thanks for joining me. Have a great week.